Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto Mischief, and today we're talking about the token miner ecosystem because something really cool just happened here. I spoke about this in an earlier video. It's to do with the combination between their MATIC farmer, this one here, which is an ROI dApp, static reward payment in and out, and kind of team working with the MATIC miner, which is this one here, which is 3% daily but a variable rate, using a miner contract. So they both use different smart contracts. The interesting thing, the fascinating thing that's just happened here is that, so there's a 2% fee on all MATIC that comes into this contract. So far there's been 240,000 MATIC put into this contract. So 2% of that goes to a community wallet. The idea being that then every Monday, today's Monday, that community wallet that has 2% of the MATIC that's put in gets put into the mining contract. This one here, MATIC miner. And it's just been done, and it's pretty fascinating. So we're going to have a look at what happened and how it's going to really change the token miner ecosystem in a really positive way. So if we go into the blockchain, easy switch to see what's happening here, we'd go to the Polygon scan contract for the miner here, and you'll see down a little bit we have some selling, of course, hatching and selling of eggs working away, and yeah, this one here, buying eggs worth 4,800 MATIC. Which is loads, let's say $8,000. So it's an $8,000 purchase from the community wallet of the MATIC farmer into this MATIC miner. So then it's going to boost up, if we keep that number 8,000 MATIC in our minds, we go to the analytics because it won't show until tomorrow, but I wanted to talk about this today. So we do have the continuous balance of this miner. You know, fair launch in the beginning, yeah, with only, what's that, 300 MATIC in there in the beginning, and then just moving around. So started with $300 and moved continuously, all-time high of 29,000 MATIC, and sitting currently at 17,000 MATIC. So 17,000, then tomorrow it's going to go up more than 8,000 because other people have also been putting into this miner today in excitement for it being boosted up. 17,000 plus 8,000. 25,000. So that will actually raise up to round about here, almost hitting its all-time high. And this is just the first one because as the MATIC farmer continues to get more MATIC, not into the balance, the reward balance, into the total invested, as this continues to get more and more invested into it, then that means that more will be fed every week into the mining contract. You can't tell me this isn't genius. This is game changing, okay? Because the problem with miners, I think this is game changing because the problem that we have with miners is that as people start to sell more, the balance in the miner goes down, okay, the reward balance. And as the balance in the reward balance goes down, the APR that everyone gets paid out also reduces, so people start actually earning less and less MATIC. But by having a contract which boosts it every week, essentially what's going to happen is it's going to be able to maintain a higher ROI per day for everyone else that's using it. And I'm hoping that that just doesn't, sometimes when you give people what they really want, they just end up, abusing the system, and everyone will just start pressing sell, sell, sell. We can kind of see that in the transactions actually. We'll see that we're seeing quite a lot of sells, actually more hatches than sells. So the community is falling behind this miner now, getting into it, and there's now $37,000 in the reward balance, as to what was before was almost half that. So the balance of the MATIC farmer has already almost doubled in one day through the actions of the community and the awesome MATIC farmer. So I want to support this ecosystem. I think it's a great idea. I can't wait for the next token miner farmer or miner that's going to come out, because it will work along in the same way. We do have 4 farmers. Unfortunately, some bad news we need to talk about. The BUSD farmer really does look like it's on its complete last legs. Having a look at the contract, it is really, there's $17,000 left in the reward balance now. It was 100,000 this morning, so it is probably definitely going to drain out in the next few hours, and that will be that one over with. Too bad. It did last for about 3.5 weeks, I think. About 3 weeks, maybe. Yeah, 3 weeks. Not bad, but should really last for a lot longer. And I was talking to the dev George, and he is thinking about releasing one that is aimed at sustainability more than getting as high a ROI as possible from the contract. Fingers crossed for a compound function to try and, inspire degens to continue to invest back into the platform. Because what's happening is everyone's just withdrawing and withdrawing and withdrawing, and no one's actually putting back into it anymore. But, you can't catch a falling knife. Once a contract starts draining as fast as this, there's absolutely no way to stop it, I don't think. So you'd be a fool to put anything in this now. So please do not. If you've seen this, you can watch it drain basically. We could sit here probably for an hour and it would be done. So the past couple of days I've been trying to float it with my winnings. As you can see from today and yesterday, I put in 100, then 50, then 50, then 30, then 20. But it is fruitless, If I was, more selfish guy, I would have just pulled this all out and pocketed it. But I was trying to see if I compounded and other people compounded, maybe we could bring it back up. But it was an impossibility. It was inevitable, I think, because of this 7% daily, 6.5, 6% daily. It's too much. It's too much. Cannot maintain. We do still have the dot farmer standing quite strong. 18,000 dot invested, 5,900 dot in the reward balance still. 1 dot to withdraw. And 2% of this one still will be going to the community wallet, which is a great idea. The community wallet will continue to survive. And we do have the original farmer, which is still running. So sadly, the BUSD farmer is departing once again, but we have 3 other farmers which are still running, and all the miners are still running as well. We have the Phantom Farmer here. I'm actually going to be going into the Phantom Farmer now with some more. So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do this in the MATIC Farmer and the Phantom Farmer. So I want to invest again because, as you see, I've put in 400 and I've withdrawn 436, which means I'm already plus up on the MATIC Farmer. So I want to go in again. I'm going to use a bit of a different tactic this time though. I'm going to use aave. So we'll take some capital that I have. So I have $400, take that. And I have 200 MATIC, so let's throw that. So this is my collateral. I'm going to be putting this into aave, then I'm going to be borrowing out again on it. So the benefits of doing this is that now I have $748 worth of collateral. I'm going to borrow out MATIC, then I'm going to put it into the Ponzi. Well, actually it's not Ponzi anymore because it's offering a service. I'm going to put it into the ROI DApp. Then I'm going to be rewarded in MATIC for doing this borrowing. And if everything goes tits up and I lose my money in the farmer, then actually I just need to slowly repay my loan that I've used to go into it, and then I can unlock my capital. So I'm not actually losing my capital immediately, because you'd be losing your credit, I guess. And I prefer that because if I do end up losing any funds, that means I can slowly DCA in to actually recover what I lost, as opposed to just losing everything and you have no hope, which, can happen if you go in at the wrong time. The MATIC Farmer's now been running for about 4 or 5 days, so I think it's still a great time to go into it. So that's why I'm going to invest. So then we would come in and I need to borrow. So I want to borrow MATIC. I'm going to go quite high risk because I'm going to be borrowing, I'm going to be feeding immediately back into this to pay off my loan actually. And as I do this continuously, that means that I'm increasing my payout from the MATIC Farmer, getting me back more. This is very high risk. Yeah, this is the highest risk strategy you could probably do also, as well as being quite a safe risk. I don't know, it's my strategy. It worked really well in the Phantom Farmer. I've built up an insane bag of Phantom from just continually borrowing out Phantom, putting it in the Ponzi, repaying my loan, borrowing more, putting it in the Ponzi, repaying my loan. It's been great. So it's done. So it should appear in my wallet. Yeah, so I have 231 left. So then I'll take 200. MATIC, throw it into plan 2. Let's go plan 1. Oh, MATIC is so slow. All right, good. So we're done. So that's how that churns out now. So now I have 600 MATIC in here. So, it's wait till it gets up to 10 MATIC, take that 10 MATIC take that 10 MATIC that I withdraw, go into aave, and go in here to start repaying that 200. Once the 200 is completely paid off, I will then borrow 200 more. And then I'll take that 200, put it back into MATIC Farmer, increasing. And as I'm doing this, it's actually increasing my daily payout exponentially. So it's kind of a way of compounding in a way. And just then, as it gets to an insane amount, then that means that actually you become on top of the pile. So this is exactly what I did in Phantom Farmer. I'll show you how it's gone. If you watched any of my earlier videos on Phantom Farmer, you knew I was doing this when I had about, 500 Phantom in the deposits. Now I have 2,840 deposited. I've withdrawn 3,987. Okay, I have another 45 to collect here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect that. Geist is a fork of aave on the Phantom network. Poltergeist, ooh, spooky. And at the moment I've cleared my debt. I cleared this yesterday. So I would take that 40 Phantom that I just got, put that into Geist also, using it as collateral. Deposit that. Look how much faster it is over here on Phantom. Oh my god, it's like a Ferrari. It's like a Lamborghini compared to MATIC. Then I need to go to borrow. So I'm going to borrow off my Phantom. I can borrow 3,000 Phantom from this now. I want to borrow, I think 500 is a fair enough number to put into this dApp now, because it's already a month. I think it's about a month old now, the Phantom Farmer. So yeah, I'm going to go for 500, because now the longer it keeps running, the higher the risk. It has a lower payout, like I said though, 2 to 4% daily. So I borrow that, 500, and I go back to the Phantom Farmer and I plan which one. So I'm going to go for the highest payout again, 4% daily for 40 days, and I'm going to invest that. So I've done a couple things here. There's 21,795 was invested in it. Now that will bump that up to 22,000 Phantom in the reward balance for everyone else. That's great, because I've already profited from this one. I'm happy to continue to take daily income from it, but I don't need all the income. That's why I continue to compound back in. The idea of community is 22,246. And now I've got a total deposit of 3,340 Phantom in this. Okay, all on plan 2, 40 days. Right, 4% daily on 3,340. So that's 133 Phantom daily, right? What's the price of Phantom today? $2.59. It's $346 daily coming out of this guy, if I was pocketing it. But generally, as you can see, I've deposited 3,340, I've withdrawn 4,000. So actually, in essence, I've only taken out 700 from this dApp yet, because I still see some time in it, and I've reached a point now if I'm getting $300 daily anyway, that even if this starts to decline, but if it did get to that stage, I'd be like, okay, now I'm going to take out $300 a day for 3 days. It's $900. It's more than enough for me from one dApp. So I'm really happy with it. It's done me great. And if everyone behaved like I behaved and continued to compound back in, then we would be seeing a much healthier balance on this thing. But unfortunately, a lot of people just want to drain these contracts, which I don't understand. I really urge people to compound as much as possible, because it is the awesome power of compound interest. How I got from 700 in here initially, getting out one like 10 or 12 Phantom a day from this, to insanely compounding. I went in with this initially with like 500 Phantom, I think, when Phantom was about $1, and now Phantom's almost $3, and I'm getting 3,340 into this just from the power of compound interest. Put in, take out, borrow, put more in, take out, repay, put more in, churning this around. See, we're just talking. We're already got 0.3 Phantom. That's $1. I made $1 just by talking to you. Lovely stuff. Okay, so that is some cool news with TokenMiner ecosystem, and really excited for this combination between MATIC Farmer and the MATIC Miner. I can't wait to see how this affects the performance of the MATIC Miner in the next coming days. I think I'll be putting some more capital into the MATIC Miner, because now it's going to be floated, and it should be pretty supercharged now to give decent APR. I'll be keeping a track of that. Actually, I've tracked how much MATIC have put into this one, so I'm going to be tracking it daily to see if it is now hitting 3%. I think it can do it. Yeah. Okay. Of course, none of this is financial advice. I'm just telling you what I'm doing, what I'm interested in, what I'm fascinated about this week. And I'm a big fanboy of TokenMiner, and although the BUSD farmer sadly didn't make it, there are still a lot of other money-making opportunities for passive income on this ecosystem. If you're smart, right, you need to research things, play it right, shill like motherfucker, also is a great way to get passive income on these. And just do that. All right, peace. Don't get wrecked.